A poor aviator lay dying at the end of a bright summer's day. His comrades had gathered around him to carry his fragments away.
Good afternoon, YouTube. It is December the 1st, 2023, and I have a new aircraft to unbox, and here it is. And I'll explain a little bit about it once we get the cardboard box open. But first, let's have a look at it. It's in really good shape. There is no sign of damage anywhere. It's nicely secured. So let's pop it open using my favorite craft knife. And let's get it open. Just off camera is the squadron leader, who is watching with great interest as I open this box up. And hopefully the box inside is the right way up. Okay, let's turn it around. There we go. It's a nice looking box in there, nice and white. Let's see if we can wriggle it out of here without scratching or damaging the box that it came in, as that may come in handy as it's this Christmas time of year. Okay, here we go. It's a Skynetic, and it's the Havilland Mosquito. It's a the Havilland 82 Tiger Moth. Now, I've always wanted a Tiger Moth. Ever since I was a little kid, I've always wanted one. I used to make the Airfix kits, and I had like 3 or 4 Tiger Moths. I'd paint them in all different colours. I've always wanted one. This is one of those ready-to-fly models, and it's a new one that has just come out. It hasn't been sent to me. I had to pay for it, and it was about $109 from Motion Hobby. So let's get it open and let's take a closer look at it. There shouldn't be too much to assemble. Probably just put the wheels on, get batteries in the radio, charge things up. And this box is really nice and sturdy. And of course, as tradition, I've opened it up upside down. So let's flip it over. And all the various parts have just dropped out. I'm not quite sure. Well, this is obviously the landing gear, tail gear, propeller. Let's put those in there temporarily. Let's pop off the styrofoam. Ooh, I'm not that impressed with the radio. Let's pop it out nice and gently. I'm not impressed with this radio. Looks like the batteries go into the handles here. It feels very cheap. Yeah, it feels very cheap. But still, it's only $100. Looking at it closely, there are 2 settings, which appears to be button controlled, beginner and expert. There is also manual on this side, 3D and 6G. Not quite sure what that is. There's a button that says loiter. We will see how that looks. Now let's have a look at the aircraft itself, and let's bring it out nice and slowly. Okay, it's similar in ability and design as the E-Cheens or the Rage, Volantex, that brand. It only appears to have one set of ailerons, which is down here on the bottom wing. Not quite sure how that will affect handling characteristics. It looks like the struts on the side of the fuselage are just screwed in. Everything else looks fairly decent. Whilst we're at it, let's put the landing gear in. And the landing gear obviously goes right down here next to, and they just push in. I'm not too keen on that. I mean, this is one of the few times that I'm actually going to keep the landing gear on there because that is how it actually is. Let's open up the battery hatch. And that's a nice and secure battery hatch. Okay, let's take that off, as obviously I'm going to need to seat that a little better. And yeah, it is the standard little battery that comes with all the E-Genes. As that just so happens, I have some of those already charged. Okay, let's put the landing gear back on. And okay, that's in there a little better. It's a nice looking aircraft. Okay, let's get the propeller in. And as you just saw, the squadron leader has come up to join me. He's very fascinated by these kind of things. Let's put him down. And as you notice, the squadron leader has gotten big. He's no longer that little furball that was present when... okay, that's the landing gear. It's got spare control surfaces, and it looks like the landing gear just pops in there. Let's pop everything out before we pop over and look at the instruction manual, which I'm hoping is on the bottom. Nope, there is no instruction manual, but there is a very nice looking display stand. Well, that will keep the squadron leader happy. Okay. What we'll do here in a moment is we will get he is being playful and I'm getting dinged up a little bit here. I'm going to put His Royal Highness, the squadron leader, out of the way for a few. Okay, so here we are. Let's get the landing gear in there. I get the feeling that it should be something that holds it in place, but I haven't seen a manual or anything. Here we go. Here's the manual. Let's have a look-see. Safety precautions. Okay. Oh, it's very generic. Doesn't even have a picture of the Havilland. When you open it up, it just gives you something that looks like a P-51. Hope you can see that. It's very generic. And it looks like everything just pushes in place. I get the feeling the landing gear will have to be glued in place. Looking at it so far, I'm going to start rating it. And I am actually going to rate it quite low. Going to rate it probably on a scale of 1 to 5. I'm going to give it probably about a 2.5 right now. It looks nice, but it is, as you can see, various things do not seat in there very well. Okay, tail wheels seems to seat very nicely, but the landing gear, that is being problematic. obviously that is going to have to be glued in place. Okay, there we go. There it is. It looks nice, but the landing gear is being problematic. The propeller looks okay. It does look like a Tiger Moth. I will give it that. Not very impressed with the radio. The standard, rather sad charger and only one battery. But I do like the fact that they have kindly supplied a few extra items. And they look very handy and useful. A couple of them I'm starting to wonder what they are, but I'm sure I'll find that out as we proceed. Okay, figured that out. Okay, so this is the unboxing. We're going to take a little pause for a second, and I'm going to put batteries in this rather sad looking remote. It does sit nicely in the hands, but it's real lightweight, it's real flimsy looking. We will see. Okay, I've got the back open, and over here I have the standard 2A batteries, which go in all the regular controllers. This one, as you can see, doesn't take the 2A batteries. They're just way too big. So it's the triple S batteries, and I have them kicking around. Otherwise, I would have probably had to go to the store to finish this video off. And that has me wondering about the range of the batteries or the remote, the transmitter. That has me wondering about the range of the transmitter. Yeah, these are tiny little batteries. Also makes me wonder about how long the remote will last with these batteries in there before I have to replace them. I'm getting less and less impressed with the setup that they have. But there again, yeah, E-Team Volantex, for a comparable price, actually produces a decent product. Okay, let's turn this on. Okay. Let's put the battery in. Let's open it up, and it looks like there's plenty of room in there. Again, issues with the landing gear. Okay. Light is on inside. Let's put this down in there. Not going to put the battery in all the way just yet. Okay, plenty of travel on the flying surfaces. Let's put that all the way in. And again, I do not like how this just dropped. Okay, that was interesting. There is a slot down there which you have to get the battery in for it to seat properly. Okay, that's in. Okay, let's check the flying surfaces. Let's check again, and I'm going to put it on its side a little bit there. Okay, a lot of travel there, but very little travel on the back. On the rudder, a good amount of travel. Let's okay. I can see that's going to be problematic. Let's put that level for a moment, and it looks like the elevator, when it's sitting on the ground, and let's put the landing gear back in for the moment. That's definitely going to have to be glued in. Okay. That is definitely problematic on the landing gear. Let's move that out of the way. Now, it's sitting on the ground, and it's already got full down elevator, which should bring the nose up. Oh, I am not impressed. Oh, that is slow responding. Okay, that's a little better. Well, we will see when we come to do the maiden on how it behaves. Yeah, I am not impressed. In fact, I'm going to drop my original evaluation from 2.5 down to 1.5. We will see how it flies, but I do not like the way that just sitting flat, it's got full down elevator. I guess I will have to pop that out and adjust it, because even if this was level flight, it would be going down. Although as soon as I gave it nose down, the elevator went up. So I guess that would be, it definitely needs some trimming. We will see. I am not that impressed. I am going to give it 1.5. Okay, getting the battery out. Looks like it's going to be entertaining. And once again, the landing gear's fallen off. Okay, let's get the battery out. I am not impressed.
A poor aviator lay dying at the end of a bright summer's day. His comrades had gathered around him to carry his fragments away. The airplane was piled on his wishbone, his Hotchkiss was wrapped round his head. He wore a spark plug on each elbow, 'twas plain he would shortly be dead. He spit out a valve and a gasket, and stirred in the stump where he lay, and then to his wondering comrades these brave parting words he did say. Take the magneto out of my stomach, and the butterfly